Hey guys, this is Ginger, and I'm back with a sad expression. By now you probably have heard about this young lady named Maria Rodrigues. She was 21 years old. She was in Brazil with her fiance, and she decided to go on a bungee jumping excursion with her husband, her fiance, and some friends. And this tragic accident happened that could have been prevented. I don't even understand how this could have possibly happened to this young lady. Okay, she went on a bungee jumping excursion, and it was three men. And what kills me is that they put this lady up in the air like she was some paper airplane and flew her, like tossed her off the bridge. It was called Skeleton Bridge. And they said the reason why they called it Skeleton Bridge because it wasn't completed. Picked her up, threw her like she was some paper airplane, and she went plummeting down. And it's not after they threw her that somebody noticed that the rope was still on the ground. And it was like you heard somebody scream in the background, which I do have the clip at the end. But it was like the rope was still on the floor, and everybody was like, "Oh my god!" They just tossed this woman over. Like how could something like that even happen? You would think that would be the first thing they would check. Like that would be priority. That would be triple times checked before I even lift you up and put you in the air, is to make sure that rope is connected to you. They're screaming, they're crying, and I mean, I even teared up a little bit because I was so sad to hear that, right? So two of the guys, there was three men, two of them tried to run. They caught them. I'm like, really? Everybody got their cameras out. You think you want to get away with that? This lady fell so far down. They had to helicopter her out off of the ground. Like she was, they came with a helicopter. They had to pick up through helicopter and take her, I guess, to the hospital. But of course, she died. And for some reason, I mean, I only saw three men, but they said six people were arrested. I don't know who the other three people were, but for sure, the three men that threw her over, they were arrested. Now, the other dilemma is they want to know if they should the park be, responsible or be liable for her death as well, because from my understanding, these bungee jumping people did not have permission to even go there to do it. Okay, so it's like, why would you allow somebody to come and just do it? Like there should be some type of penalty or something they said for just people coming there to do anything. I don't know, but for sure the bungee jumping people, they're making them liable. But of course, that's not going to bring this young lady back. And I really feel sorry for them. I really do, because I was watching the news and how much they was crying behind this. And then before she even did that, she was on her social media, right? And she asked everybody, she was so excited. She said, "Who dares to stop me from doing this?" I wish somebody would have stopped you. I wish somebody would have noticed that before they tossed you over. I really wish somebody would have saw you. And let me tell you, I don't understand the fascination behind that. I mean, I really don't. Like people want to bungee jump off of bridges, want to jump out of an airplane. Let me tell you, I've been on a roller coaster once, and that was the end of it. I don't want to be that high up. You got people bungee jumping. You got people riding these high, crazy roller coasters. You got people trying to climb Mount Everest. What the hell is on the top of Mount Everest that everybody damn near dying to try to get up there? When I say so many people died trying to climb that mountain, I just don't get it. I'm like, what is on the top of the mountain once you get up there? That's what I want to know. If nothing, I don't think it's worth doing it. And you got people jumping out of airplanes. I just don't even see the fascination of being that damn scared. Like, what's so cool about it? But she really wanted to do it, and she was only 21 years old, and I feel so bad. But I hope the family gets some relief because, like I said, it's not going to bring her back. But I hope the park wound up being, responsible, liable for this too. Because they said it's the whole reason why they call it Skeleton Bridge because it's not even fixed. It's like it was never completed. But I am going to show you the videotape, and it's kind of disturbing. So let me go ahead and play it for you. One moment.
I don't wish this on nobody.
21-year-old woman was killed during a bungee jump in Brazil after staff failed to attach her safety line before the jump. Maria, 21, was taking part in a bungee jump at Skeleton Bridge in São Paulo state. Witnesses said staff allowed her to jump before properly securing the safety rope. Video from the scene shows workers leading Maria to the edge of the bridge and sending her into the jump. Seconds later, bystanders realized she was not attached to a safety line and shocked screams erupted. One person could be heard yelling, "No rope!" Maria fell approximately 131 feet to the ground below. Shortly before the accident, she had shared photos and videos on social media about her upcoming jump. In one post, she joked, "Who's crazy enough to let me jump off a bridge?" Emergency services were called immediately after the fall. Responders arrived at the scene, but Maria was pronounced dead from her injury. Maria's family later filed a lawsuit against the bungee jump company, accusing it of serious safety violation and failing to carry out basic safety. They argued that the tragedy was entirely preventable and are seeking compensation for the loss. Local police and regulatory authorities authorities have also launched an investigation to determine whether safety procedures were violated and who may be responsible for the accident.
But guys, I'm going to truly say I think the park should have some responsibility with this as well, because any other park, everything's under surveillance. All the perimeter is under surveillance. People should not be able to just come and do whatever they want. To set up a bungee jumping excursion, and without the permission of the park. If you go anywhere else, even to a beach, they're surveillancing everything to make sure things is under control and that people are not doing things they're not supposed to do. I feel like the park should have some responsibility in her death as well. But I'm going to go ahead and leave it right here. And as usual, please, I need you guys to hit that like button. If you made it to the end, definitely hit that like button. Subscribe, share, and comment. And also go look at some of my older commentary. Until next time.
Do you think the bungee company should bear full responsibility?